Hello again. Right, this is number 2 in our series of videos. But number 2, we're going to show you how we do what's called stripe coating onto steel with epoxy, and then a brush coat using a round brush. Right, what we're doing now is, you see this edge along here, see also these edges here and these cutouts, the edges, all of these edges are very difficult to paint properly. What will happen is your paint coating will go to the corners, the edges, and then as it dries it will pull away from the edge, and then as it pulls away from the edge it leaves the coating on the edge of the steel very light indeed. And what this means is that's going to be the vulnerable part that's going to break down and corrode. So what we're going to do is a process which is a marine process. A marine process is called stripe coating. We're now going to get a tack rag, just wipe off any dust we've created. After this section's going to be sprayed, but the spray gun will find it very difficult to get into all of these little nooks and crannies down here, due to something called the Faraday cage effect. When you spray into an area like this, it creates a vortex and the paint isn't able to get onto the surface because of the vortex of air blowing the paint away. So you do have to go into these areas and give them a brush coating, as we say, stripe coating. This is a round brush. You can buy these from any reputable decorator's merchant. We use a round brush because it's easy to get a round brush, turn in the brush into these sort of areas, which you can't do with a traditional English type of flat brush. So use a round brush. We can supply these to you if you have any problem getting hold of them. So what we're going to do, this is our mixture that we've prepared. It's 10% thinned, remember. You could apply it neat, but we don't. On this particular section it's going to be spray painted, so we want to see a decent finish at the end of the day. Now what we're going to do is go along here. I don't know how well you can see that, but what we're doing is loading up that edge. There you go. We're stripe coating the edge. The product will actually stay on the edge. And then when you come to spray a full coat or brush over this, then what you're going to get is a completely coated section of steel, which you wouldn't get if you just sprayed. But this is called stripe coating. So this is going to take quite a while to do, to coat up all of these edges. And then when the edges are coated, we're then going to spray some epoxy mastic onto these areas. This will show you thinning, setting up the gun and spraying the epoxy mastic onto these parts of the engine bay and the floor and the underside of the vehicle. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Corrosioneers out there, remember, protect that precious metal. Do it right. Do it once.